At an age when most men slow down, Chuck Norris doesn't just keep moving, he speeds up. While other people talk about longevity like it's something you buy or stumble into, Chuck lives it on purpose. Not by luck, not by good genes, by decisions, by discipline, by doing the same simple things so consistently that his body has no choice but to stay ready. People love to say age is just a number. For Chuck, it really is. It's a number he tries to outrun every morning. Long before sunrise, while the world is still quiet, he's already awake. No dramatic alarm, no snooze button. Just ring 'em. Decades of rhythm. He opens his eyes and starts moving like his body remembers the deal. Outside, the Texas sky is still dark. The air is cool. Everything feels still, almost sacred, like the land is holding its breath. Most people never touch this kind of quiet because they sleep through it. But this is the hour that belongs to discipline. And in this hour, Chuck doesn't reach for coffee first. He reaches for the floor. He starts with push-ups. Not rushed, not sloppy. Slow and controlled, each rep honest. Breath and heartbeat in sync. No music, no mirror, no audience, just intent. And when the last reps burn, he finishes anyway. Then he pauses, not to recover, but to acknowledge the moment. One quiet sentence of gratitude, like a small prayer. Then he stands up and steps out again, into the day like a man who's already won something important. Because before the world even wakes up, Chuck has done what most people avoid. He kept a promise to himself. Then comes breakfast, and it isn't fancy. It's strategic. A glass bowl, blueberries, dark and rich, almost black. He treats them like a tool, not a treat. They're there because they support the body at the cellular level, helping defend against wear and tear over time, keeping digestion steadier, and supporting the kind of internal repair people only think about once something starts breaking down, hurting. Some days he eats them plain. Other days, he blends them with clean water he pulls from deep beneath his own land, from a well on his ranch. But for Chuck, the story isn't the point. The function is. The bigger idea is simple. Youth doesn't disappear overnight. It fades slowly. And you can either ignore it until it's gone, or you can start protecting it early, one day at a time. As the morning light starts to warm the windows, the skillet comes alive. He cracks eggs into grass-fed ghee and cooks them low and slow. Spinach wilts into the pan. A little bit of fish is ready, salt. Nothing complicated. These eggs aren't about comfort food. They're about staying sharp, about keeping the brain supported, the eyes protected, the body strong, and the bones doing what they're supposed to do as the years add up. It's part of how he keeps joints moving and the heart steady. Even the way he eats has intention. Often, he eats standing, like sitting is something you earn, not something you default to. His breakfast isn't just food, it's reinforcement. Every bite is another brick in a fortress he's been building for decades. Later, he leans on a protein choice that became a personal staple over the years. Grass-fed bison, leaner than many cuts of beef and packed with nutrients athletes value. It fits his style. He seasons it simply with garlic, paprika, and pepper, grills it over heat, and keeps the portion modest. It's not about stuffing yourself. It's about giving the body what it can use. And while the bison rests, he moves again. He runs through a short kata, fluid and focused. The movement looks calm, but it's powerful. Each kick, each turn, Each controlled step sends blood through muscles and pumps fluid through joints. It's the kind of daily practice that keeps the machine oiled. The same joints many men his age have already surrendered to pain, stiffness, or surgery. That's the loop. Food that supports muscle, movement that maintains function. Not once in a while, repeated for years. Lunch doesn't look dramatic either, but it's built like a weapon. A large salad stacked with greens like kale, arugula, and mustard greens. The goal is the same: minerals that support calm nerves, nutrients that protect vision, and natural compounds that support circulation. The dressing is homemade and simple. Olive oil, apple cider vinegar, garlic, lemon. No processed sugar, no industrial oils, nothing that leaves the body inflamed and sluggish afterward. He eats quietly, chewing thoroughly, because he respects the system. He respects digestion. He respects the beginning of things. Even a salad becomes a ceremony when you understand that health is built from small actions done consistently. Then comes the part of the day where most people his age sit down and fade out. That's when Chuck gets up again. In the afternoon, he adds resistance work. He straps on weighted boots sometimes and uses simple equipment that lets him train the whole body without excuses. He moves through challenging pulls, squat-style patterns, and core work for a short session that's intense enough to matter, but not so long it becomes an excuse to quit. He's not chasing a pump, he's chasing usefulness. Then he takes a medicine ball and trains rotation the way fighters do. Twist, slam, catch, again and again. It's hard, but it's the kind of hard that keeps your spine young enough to pivot, brace, and move in real life. Rotational strength is what helps you turn quickly, catch yourself, carry heavy things safely, and stay athletic even when the years pile up. To Chuck, strength isn't for showing off, it's for being ready. Ready to lift what matters, ready to protect what matters, ready to move when life demands it. After that, he drinks something old school that looks simple but carries deep logic. Bone broth that's been simmered slowly with bones, vegetables, and a splash of vinegar. He drinks it like tea. It supports the gut, brings everything, calming amino acids that help the nervous system, and replaces minerals lost through effort and sweat. It's not trendy to him. It's timeless. A lot of what people call new in health is often just a modern label slapped onto something older generations already knew. When it comes to supplements, his approach stays minimal. Not a mountain of pills, not neon powders, just a couple basics he trusts, like vitamin D3 paired with K2 to support bones and healthy circulation, and a probiotic that's been chosen carefully. The rest he earns through movement, through real food, through sleep, through consistency. Evening is where he shifts from intensity to restoration without becoming lazy. He walks the perimeter fence. With his dogs, a steady couple miles that acts like meditation. Step after step, the nervous system calms down. The body stays moving. The mind clears. Back home, he foam rolls for a few minutes. He hangs from a doorway bar to decompress the spine. Then he drops into a deep squat hold and stays there, breathing, heels down, body stable. Most men his age can't do it, not because it's impossible, but because they stopped practicing basic positions years ago. Chuck didn't. Dinner stays simple. Sometimes it's wild-caught salmon, if it's available. Other times, it's lentil chili, cooked slowly. If he adds carbs, it's something like sweet potatoes or brown rice, and never in excess. Always paired with fat and protein, so blood sugar stays calm and sleep gets deeper. Then, one of his strongest longevity habits shows up. Screens go off early. No late-night scroll. No blue light draining the brain. Instead, he journals. One thing he's grateful for. One lesson from the day. One intention for tomorrow. Because the body sleeps best when the mind has let go. And Chuck doesn't let the world fill his head until it's overflowing. And there's another side to his routine that matters just as much as workouts and food. What he refuses. No processed sugar for decades. No alcohol since his twins were born. No smoking, seed oils, and no energy vampires. The people and habits that drain you slowly while you pretend it's normal. He protects his health like it's sacred, because it is. That's a truth most people miss. Real health isn't only about what you add. It's also about what you never allow back in. Now, you might be thinking, that's Chuck Norris. He has a ranch. He has his own rhythm. Fine. But the point isn't to copy his life. The point is to copy the principle. So here's a simple 7-day challenge, inspired by the Norris Protocol. Keep it small. Keep it doable. In the morning, choose one. Do a set of push-ups. Before coffee, add blueberries to your breakfast. Or cook eggs in real butter instead of industrial oils. In the afternoon, choose one. Take a 10-minute walk after lunch. Replace one processed snack with raw nuts. Or do a set of bodyweight squats at home. In the evening, choose one. Write down 3 gratitudes before bed. Turn screens off earlier than usual. Or hold a short plank while breathing slowly. That's it. Small upgrades. Real consistency. And if one change is all you can handle, start with one. The protocol adapts, but only if you begin. Time is going to pass either way. The question is whether you ride it with discipline or let it drag you with regret. Chuck made his choice decades ago. Now it's your turn. If this helped, subscribe and share to help others.